I've never gone into a PPR more certain that I'm about to get handed 3 last place votes. And I get it. We're talking about best fast food chains, right? And I'm going to fully acknowledge without qualification, Dunkin' has the least impressive array of food offerings of any of our nominations today. Even if their hash browns are criminally underrated, I hope you guys agree.
They are very
If not,
good.
you may
Yeah.
need to revisit them. Thank you, Paul. But Dunkin', it's about so much more than the limitations of its menu. And to address the elephant in the room that you mentioned, Scott, yes, I was born and raised and still live in Greater Boston, where Dunkin' was founded 70 years ago. And yes, here, pink and orange donut and coffee shops, they're dotted on the map at a comically dense rate. If I had to guess, I didn't do the math on this, probably one every square half mile. And yes, beyond the fact that it's omnipresent here, Dunkin' infamously has an outsized cultural footprint in New England. That's real. I fully acknowledge that I've been indoctrinated for 30 plus years in the cultural faith of my people. I'll call it New Englandism, if you'll allow me to to indulge that.
We'll allow it.
And I've been indoctrinated into New Englandism way more than I was ever indoctrinated into Roman Catholicism by years of Catholic school. And New Englandism, it holds Fenway Park as its high church and Patriots Day, aka Marathon Monday, as its high holiday. And it has fully embraced the no frills, blue collar, America runs on Dunkin' brand as a sort of center to our shared lifestyle. That's not an overstatement. It really isn't. And I don't expect any of you to share my zealous fervor. But instead, I'll just pose a few questions for reflection, guys. So in childhood, in grammar school, was there any better treat than when the teacher would bring in a box of munchkins and every student would get to pick 2 and put them on a napkin? And what was more thrilling than snagging the last glazed or jelly munchkin in a box with mostly powdered munchkins remaining?
Jelly munchkins are
Um,
elite.
they are absolutely the creme de la creme of munchkins. In adulthood, what's a better way to power through a long day at work than grabbing an extra large Dunkin' coffee, 24 ounces of fuel? Is there any more satisfying way to mark the change of the seasons than the caressing warmth of the first hot Dunkin' coffee of the fall after a summer filled with the bliss of Dunkin' iced? Is there a better way for me to show my mom and my mother-in-law how much I appreciate and care about them than bringing them their favorite donuts when visiting them in the morning? Maple glazed and lemon respectively, by the way. Would my wife and I, would Kathy and I, have even fallen as deeply in love as we did on long walks around the city of New Rochelle in college had we not taken the walks while sipping on the sweet magical nectar that is Dunkin' iced with cream and sugar? Guys, is my life goal of me and my buddies since high school, Pete and Mark, becoming the kind of old men who regularly hang out for hours at a time on weekend mornings at Dunks? Is that so wrong to you? Does any other fast food restaurant come close to meaning as much to people as Dunkin' does to me and my people? And finally, I'll open up the discussion by asking, 1, who do you think you are? And 2, you think you're better than me? Have at it.